Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium in Madison, Wisconsin, one of the great venues in all of college football. And Bucky and the Badgers ready to tee things up in this home opener this afternoon. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's close. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Set on first down. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Leaves it with the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
QBs that can run completely change your game. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game's 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Texas! And they break the seal on the scoring. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll return it. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Bringing it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's got him this time. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Badgers want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give to the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh no. That is an oh no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you.
Touchdown, Wisconsin! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Texas offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next.
And he's running in the open. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. He's got 42 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. He's going to pass. Going for it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season. On point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll throw it on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They'll leave it with him. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the right. What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun, the running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got his man quickly. And the Badgers brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. He uncorks one deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Going up top on first down. Myers on the move. Got his man. Touchdown, Badger. What a grab and go for the score. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're lining up to boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's still running after the move. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of a spot.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Got a lot of running room. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama has just had no answer to this hellacious beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 14 to USC. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Go straight ahead. He's not going to get there. Stopped short. Down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Oh, look out. There he goes. At the 30. Inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas.
What an enormous play, the 99-yard touchdown pass. But Palmer, when you're in that end zone and you're backed up and you could take a safety, what's going through your head?
Oh, man, your clock's going up. You know you got to get the football out quick, but I'll tell you, you're also licking your chops because you know in this area of the field, you probably have one-on-one opportunities to the outside. So if you get time and you're able to make an accurate throw, you could hit the hater, and they just did right there, going 99 yards to the crib.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's back to throw on second down. Got a man in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Looking to move it through the air. Working that left side. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. To the air on first down. Trying to get to him. And it's picked off for the third time today. taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Longhorns! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
Wisconsin, 14.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He wants to pass it on second down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
And back to the air on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Badgers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just main.
Looking to take a shot. And he's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. How in the world did he miss that? That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. He'll start this drive firing. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here, and you're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this.
Oh, it's out. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
That ball.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Longhorns are in the red zone. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Finds his big tight end. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, the offense has tried to throw the football twice now in goal-to-go situations. They haven't come up with anything positive. You know the windows get a lot smaller down here. This is going to be a very tough play on 3rd down trying to generate a touchdown.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quarterback adapting. Fires into the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Badgers in the hurry up.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
On second down, looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's going to take off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it go. He's got it. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Longhorns are flying down the field. Defense showing blitz here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Forced out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, ball's out! Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the red.
Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Right on target this time. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
The comeback on target.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The aerial assault continues. Fires deep toward the end zone. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play. Here comes the Texas offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw on second down.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to Washington. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Landry. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. He's looking for a man on second down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going up top. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the play.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid...
Going for the big play. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's got it on the move. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And this game is obviously out of hand. Yeah, but I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He's got it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
4th down.
On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the 1st. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
20.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They have dropped a on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll throw it on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. These are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to scramble. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can.
And he's thrown another interception. Got room on the return. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the...
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Hit as he throws. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that...